What's up? Welcome back. I'm John Stark from MyTheMovieGuy.com, your favorite blind film critic, and today we're going to do Dr. Odyssey. This is now on ABC. It's also on Hulu the day after, but the audio description didn't make it to Hulu the day after, so this is just a review of the pilot without audio description. For my blind fans, I've got a black baseball cap on backwards, black sunglasses, and a Spider-Man t-shirt. So should you watch Dr. Odyssey? I don't know. It's up to you. For me, I like Joshua Jackson. I always have. He stars in this. I've had this, like, I've been such a big fan of his. I mean, as a kid, Mighty Ducks was a big thing for me. And then when I started watching, like, teen television, he was in Dawson's Creek as Pacey. So, I don't know. He's, like, permanently ingrained in my brain. So I watch pretty much anything that has Joshua Jackson in it. I'll probably watch this forever and ever, whether I like it or not, or if it continues to never get any better. It's going to take a lot for me to just turn this off. But I didn't like it. So he just plays a doctor who gets hired to work on a cruise ship. I've seen, and I should credit where I see these things. TV Line thinks the whole thing is bullshit. It's all made up in his head. It's a fever dream. And because he mentions that he was the first COVID patient, like patient zero for COVID. And they think that there's something to that, and maybe like this is all something, that comes out of that little mention was intentional. I think it could just been an interesting fun fact about him. The show seems like it's light and fluffy. I just don't know how interesting this is going to be in the long term. I feel like this is a gimmick that worked. I think it got picked up because Ryan Murphy's producing it, has a decent cast. I don't know. This feels like it's headed for cancellation. I cannot imagine. Maybe people like this. Maybe maybe it's meant to kind of pair better with Grey's Anatomy. It's a fluffier sort of show, but Grey's Anatomy is a better show than this, even though I stopped watching that after too many cast members left. I got nothing here. Audio description, did I need it? Yeah, I mean, would have been nice to have, but that just didn't happen. I'm sure it'll happen at some point. They did the same thing. High Potential didn't get passed through the first time, and then the second episode did. I just didn't want to wait around for the second episode of Dr. Odyssey. I'm just kind of like, there are a lot of shows happening, a lot of shows dropping, and trying to push out the content. I think I'm going to probably put this up in not even the day that after, not even like Saturday, but probably Sunday, based on the amount of shows that I'm watching. So, yeah. So I don't want to wait another week, and then whatever new shows I have next week, I've got piled up with Dr. Odyssey, because I'm already committed to watching a second episode of Brilliant Minds and Murder in a Small Town, because I felt like I didn't understand fully what those shows were about from their pilot episodes without audio description. Dr. Odyssey is pretty much on the surface level. Now, I could be wrong. In the second episode, they could be like, by the way, it is a fever dream, and none of this is real, and we're all living in a fantasy world. Cool. But I don't know. I didn't find it that interesting. And the cases were kind of like, whatever. Joshua Jackson as a doctor is whatever. I mean, he's been a doctor before. He was Dr. Death. So yeah, watch it, don't watch it. I don't think your life will be dramatically changed either way. Do I think Joshua Jackson is good in this? Yeah, he seems to want to take his acting seriously, so I'm kind of wondering why he's here, because this feels really fluffy for him to be in as a series. Yeah, so I'm going to give Dr. Odyssey, I'm gonna give it a C+, just for the casting of, I was gonna give it a C, but then I decided last minute C+, just for the casting of Joshua Jackson. I'll lean, because to be honest, yes, I am coming back for more. And a C and below starts to suggest I didn't like it, I'm not coming back for more. But the casting of Joshua Jackson means I'm gonna watch more of Charlie. He's always Charlie to me. Sometimes he's Pacey, but most of the time he's Charlie. So I would love to see him make a Mighty Ducks like reboot, like where he's the coach of the like, I know they didn't, the TV series, just a side note, like Joshua Jackson, if you're watching this, please talk Disney into letting you reboot Mighty Ducks, and then you be the coach for a new like group of kids. I'd love to see that. That would be great. I would be here for that. And then like other original Ducks could show up, and oh my God, that would be a great series. But yeah, this is, I don't know what this is. This is just, yep, fluff. It's fluff. Thanks for watching. Thanks for subscribing. I'll see you guys on the other side.